Hello friends, I am Arpit and now I am here with the Yojana analysis for the month of May 2024. As we cover every month, this month also we will be covering the entire Yojana magazine in 3 parts. This is going to be the first part, and the topics which we are going to cover in this month is basically, first of all, we should know the theme of this month's Yojana magazine is the weaves of India. Weaves means the handicrafts, or I would say the cloths people wear all across the country, or even for that matter they use for home decor like daris and all. So which kind of, I would say, cloth or which kind of or which design of weaves are made in which part of the country, that is this month's magazine is all about that. It is also talking about the livelihood of weavers. It is also talking about the sustainability of the weaves in India. So let's get started and let's see first of all that what topics we are going to cover in this month's magazine, and then we'll be starting with the first topic. First is regional diversity in Indian weaving. Now India is a hugely diverse country. We all know that. It is diverse in terms of its culture. What is culture? Culture is simply way of life. What you speak, what you wear, what you eat, which festivals you celebrate, which gods you worship. All this is part of culture. This is way of life. And one among these components is that component that is, what you wear. So weaving is an intrinsic part of, I would say, our culture, and it has continued generation after generation, means it has been a continuous, I would say inheritance which we've got from our ancestors. So in the first topic we will be studying regional diversity in Indian weaving. Every state has its own, I would say, speciality, so we'll be covering every state almost. Indian weaves promoting sustainability. So how they are promoting sustainability, how they are environment friendly, we'll study in this topic. Khadi, the icon of Indian independence. Now this was basically kind of a symbol of resistance at that time. Why? Because the market was flooded with cotton clothes which were made in the, I would say, cotton mills in Europe. Those, I would say, kind of clothes were cheap, and as a, I would say, symbol of resistance, khadi was utilized because it was homegrown, homemade, home woven. It was woven on the charkha. That is how Mahatma Gandhi used to do it, just to boycott the British goods. And that is why it became a symbol of resistance. It became the icon of Indian independence. Then we have handloom products of India in the third part, and weaving as a livelihood. How weaving is used as a livelihood. So this month we're going to cover 5 topics in this month's Yojana. So let's get started with the first topic in this, I would say, video. We'll be covering only one topic, that is regional diversity in Indian weaving. So as I mentioned earlier that India is a culturally rich and diverse country. You go 15 kilometers north, south, east, west, you will see the culture changing. Culture changing means you will see the language changing. You will see the clothing style changing. You will see the fooding habits changing. You will see the festivals changing. It is like this. So this is how diverse it is, and weaving has been a traditional practice in the country, and there were artisans earlier who used to do this. There are artisans now who are doing it. So this tradition has been transformed from generation to generation. So it is kind of a traditional activity. So weavers, printers and dyers, they represent a unique group of people in India. From local weavers to high-end designers, India has them all. So India has designers like Sabyasachi also, Manish Malhotra also. They are also weaving, and they are producing super expensive products. So there are people buying those products, and there are people buying from the local market shops as well. As we can experience diversity in India on multiple identity factors, weaves is also one among them. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, we can find diverse weaves in India. And this is what we are going to discuss in this particular video. We'll start with Kerala first. So we will be following this route almost. From here we will be going up, and then we will be coming down like this, covering the entire country. Obviously we'll go to the northeast as well. We'll be covering that as well. So this is going to be our I would say strategy for this particular segment. Now Weavers in Kerala were reticent and shy to speak of their limited pattern elements. Basically, they used the only white color. It was earlier when the dyes were not invented, white color was only in vogue, and white represented, purity, white represented peace, white represented, I would say, it had that sanctity factor also. So, those white drapes are most common in Kerala, and now they are being highlighted by limited color of use in borders, which were replaced by gold for special occasions. Means the borders are golden for special occasions, like someone is getting married, or if there is any function in the household, so they were white clothes with golden border like this. Men and female, male and female both. Now, widely seen in weaving of Mundu Veshti and Kasavu sarees. So this is Mundu Veshti, the dhoti, and this is Kasavu sari. You can see, both in white they are. These are basically the two hallmark dresses of Kerala. There are simpler versions of these being woven in Kasaragod and Chendamangalam, further north in Kerala. Kerala is also known for home linens such as towels and sheets, and those are also mostly white in color. So Kerala is often referred to as White Kerala when it comes to weaving. So we can see the intensive use of white color by the Keralites. Now after Kerala we move a bit north, that is Karnataka. In Karnataka, cotton and silk centers of weaving in places such as Molakalmuru with Van resist and patterned elements in Vap and Weft, and Ilkal with its 3 shuttle weaving and extra Vap patterning continue. So they are known for, I would say, Navalgund floor coverings, floor coverings, like this is the floor, and on the floor as you lay the mat, these carpets, kind of small carpets or mini carpets, so they are known for this Navalgund floor coverings. Then Guledgud for its Khana blouse fabrics in the cotton and silk. So this is basically Khana blouse. Khana blouse means checkered designs are there, and these are largely used for making blouse. Okay. Then Udupi Kollegal and Rukmapur. These two centers are also known for saris and fabrics in Karnataka. Basically in Karnataka, cotton and silk both are found. Now the next stage is Goa. We further move on north. So Goa, basically we have an interesting story that weaving was banned by the Portuguese in Goa. But still, behind the scenes, underground, weaving was practiced. But they could not sell their products in the open. So the Goa market was flooded with weaves from the nearby states. So Goa was an unexpected revelation as the only state with a legacy of weaving being banned by the Portuguese. Weavers literally went underground into basements and did their weaving because they only knew that art. The demand from faithful Kumbi farm labor, Koli fisherwomen and Dhangad shepherds provided a ready market for their woven saris. Those people, limited people, purchased the saris made by the weavers of Goa underground. But in the open market, they could not sell it. Now, despite the threat to life or punishment, they continued well into the early 1990s also. Almost 30 years after liberation, Goa was liberated in 1961. And now cheaper saris from neighboring states had flooded the market, but yes, the Goan weavers, they started giving them stiff competition. And nowadays, Goan weaves are more or considered above the weaves from neighboring states in Goa. So basically it was kind of a revival of Goan weavers, and after the Portuguese left in 1961. So this is an interesting fact that weaving was banned by Portuguese for the Goans. Next is Maharashtra. If you move a bit north, you have Maharashtra now. Now Maharashtra is known for cotton cultivation, black soil, Regur soil is there in Maharashtra. A lot of cotton is grown, so cotton clothes are quite common over there. So we find a wide base of cotton cultivation in the area of Wardha and silk cultivation in Vidarbha and Gadchiroli. So cotton and silk here also in Maharashtra, but largely cotton, I would say. The eastern region of Maharashtra is well known for Nagpur and Puneri silk and cotton saris. Moving towards the west, Karvat Kathi and Jote and Patal saris in pure silk make use of cotton silk mixes. So Patal saris or Pathani saris, they look like this, the traditional Marathi style. You might have seen that multiple times. There's this, I would say, city named as Pathan, and from there these saris come. The entire range of Maharashtra sari culminates in the use of Pathan cotton and silks, using the interlock tapestry techniques to create a wide range of patterns, which have become increasingly well known and have seen revival of interest among the Marathi community. Even Bollywood, a lot of I would say heroines don this traditional attire, and this truly represents a Marathi woman. This design in itself is very different. Then next is Gujarat. When it comes to Gujarat, so they have Patan Patola over there, and UPSC has asked a question with respect to Patan Patola, this particular art which is quite common over there. Gujarat has a wide producer base of weaves, prints and bandhani fabric resists. It is Gujarat's mechanized textile industry. Basically, Gujaratis are very good businessmen. They have made this particular, I would say, art as a business. Now, if you go to Surat, in Surat there is a market on the ring road, and there are more than 50,000 shops in that market alone. Doing what? Selling sarees, suits and other fabrics. I've been to that market, and that market truly is huge. They're supplying all over India from that market. So production is also happening in Surat. So they have Gujarat's mechanized textile industry that has grown immensely, especially post-independence, and its outdated mill machinery has also spilled over to create vast power loom producing belts in places such as Surat. It is the entrepreneurial skills so innate to the Gujaratis that have enabled them to become big businessmen. Even Reliance basically owns some textile mills over there. Patan Patola is one such design originating from Patan region of Gujarat. Patola is a double ikat sari in which the warp and weft are tied and dyed. They also use certain, I would say, marketing agencies, like there was one such marketing agency, Gurjari, in the 1970s, and later many NGOs and private agencies have come into picture and they are promoting the Gujarat textile. When it comes to Rajasthan, we further move on from Maharashtra, we come to Gujarat, we come to Rajasthan. A hand spinning and weaving legacy of floor coverings, dari, as well as plain fabrics that were printed over for stitched women's wear, lower and upper garments, as well as men's dhoti, shirt and upper drapes. So they have one such famous design called as Kota Doria, and largely light colors are used in Kota Doria. At times dark colors are also used. There are places like Bhilwara in Rajasthan which are famous for, I would say, suitings and shirtings. Male, I would say, suitings and shirtings are available over there. And hand woven products like khadi or linen is also quite common. Apart from it, home decor items like dari and all, they are also produced in Rajasthan. Punjab and Haryana, largely the same. Punjab and Haryana, which have since become separate states since 1964, they have wide base of coarse fabrics. Coarse fabrics are basically a bit of, I would say, hard fabrics. They are not soft. Weaving for home linen, floor coverings and everyday wear. Embroideries that were widely practiced, especially in coarse cotton shawls and decorative home use, have now moved to finer chiffons and chignons. Chiffon and chignons, these materials are used in ladies' suits and saris. So they are using it. Apart from this chiffon and chignons, they are also, expert in machine knitwear along with wool fabrics. There's a place called Ludhiana, and you go to that place, so you'll find a lot of, I would say, industries over there. Companies like Monte Carlo have been born over there in Ludhiana, Punjab. Apart from Monte Carlo, many other big brands, their woolen clothes are made over there, a lot of shawls are made over there, a lot of export happens from those places. So that is how Punjab's weaves are. Then we move further north, that is Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh, a hilly state. Then there are places like Kullu and Kinnaur, which are known for shawls. So they are this, and last year when the Prime Minister went to other parts of the world, he gifted Kinnauri shawls to other leaders also. The next is J&K and Ladakh, again a hilly state, so wool will be there. So this is a Pashmina sheep, and from the Pashmina sheep wool is being taken and Pashmina shawls are made. So basically Jammu and Kashmir is famous for that. Coarse wool is also compacted into floor coverings like dari and all. Daris and all are also quite famous of Jammu and Kashmir. Now coming to MP and Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and the newly created state of Chhattisgarh reveal how a widespread base feeds the well-known centers of weaving such as Chanderi, Maheshwar and Bilaspur. Chanderi silk is quite popular and it is popular in North India also. It has had a long tradition of cotton cultivation, hand spinning, weaving, printing and dyeing. The supply of tussar from Chhattisgarh and its cotton from the mills within the state has seen some proliferation. Apart from Chhattisgarh, it has been found in other states also, and places such as Sausar with its range of saris, cotton fabrics and dari weaving are famous in Chhattisgarh. Talking about Uttar Pradesh, there is a wide base of sari production in fine cotton, woven, embroidered and printed. Centers like Mathura are famous for this. And then we have Banarasi silk, that is also quite famous. Banaras is also famous for cotton weaving also. So this is how Uttar Pradesh is all about. It is also known for organza silk, chignons, chiffons, etc., etc. Then Bihar, Bengal and Jharkhand. When we talk about these states, Bihar has grown in its range of tussar fabrics for home use and apparels, as well as sarees from the Bhagalpur region. The Lal Dehi and the Mal Dehi sarees were popular at one point of time. Then southern half of Bihar, now the newly created state of Jharkhand, boasts a wide range of, I would say, coarse cotton sarees. The fabric is rough for its tribal communities, as well as tussar cultivation, spinning and weaving. There are a lot of NGOs over there which help in promoting the products of the weavers. Next is West Bengal. This has seen greater continuity in sari weaving. There has been an explosion of colors and patterns. Bishnupur's indigenous Mulberry silk and Malda's tussar are distinct at the quality of their weight and structure. So Mulberry silk is found in West Bengal and in Jammu and Kashmir only in India, nowhere else. So that is one such, I would say, unique factor about West Bengal. Then the Northeastern states, when it comes to the Northeastern states, they have very unique, I would say, weaving culture. Like Assam is known for its mekhela, chador, gamcha and the increasing production of sarees. Arunachal's Gale and Galuk have also been increasingly seen and produced. In Tripura, Risha, Pachara, Lysempi, the local regional apparel and the chadar weaving have been increasingly seen. Talking about Mizoram, Puanchi Puan, Taulo Puan, Gote Khir or Puan Ryu. Names are very difficult to pronounce, but yes, these are weaves of Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, and they are being increasingly used by people over there. In Meghalaya, the weaving of Ka Jansem and silk stole has visibly grown. Manipur, Inafi, Wanki Fi, Fi Matek, it is Chunni, and Chunni Rani Fi, plain fanek, stripe fanek, Kudai, and Lengyan, that is the gamcha over there in Manipur. They are quite famous. In Nagaland, upper drapes such as Sangtam, Sema, Naimyon, Nicola, Zeliangzrong, Rico, and Along Su, and lower drapes such as Azu Jangpu Su, Mechala, Nikro, Moyer Tusk, and Sutam are being used. So they have their own, every state has its own, I would say, traditional dressing styles, and they are, I would say, excelling in that. Now coming to Odisha, cotton and silk pattern sarees of exceptional quality lost ground to the yarn resist ikat sarees that have gained wider market. So ikat sarees are now quite popular in this Odisha. I don't know why Australia is coming to mind, but yes, kindly ignore. Some exceptional pattern cottons are in Patna Museum, but Narsinghpur district Cuttack, with the increasing dependency on mercerized yarn, it produces the ikat sarees. Fortunately, there are weavers in village Gopalpur, district Jajpur, who described the Sat Fulia Jala decorated with zari figures inspired by traditional tussar sari. They are also being used. The daily use sarees are woven in cotton, and special occasions the silk borders are there. Now coming to Andhra Pradesh, it is another meeting point of north and south with coarse to fine cottons. Again, cotton and silk is quite common over there. Coarse cottons were most widespread through young people today would not be able to carry them, says a villager. To finer counts in places such as Guntur with simple 2-finger width borders in pattu body densely woven in dark ripe colors, they are used. The finest cotton in Venkatgiri, Upada and Gadwal with borders are used. The speciality of Venkatgiri is Chelnetha cross shaded beating. So this is about that. And now coming to the last state, that is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is very famous for its silk, especially Kanchipuram silk. And actually Kanchipuram is known for cotton as well as silk. Kanchipuram sarees are in cotton also, as you can see, Kanchipuram cotton sarees and Kanchipuram silk sarees are also there. So largely if you see, you've seen cotton and silk being used the most, but yes, fabrics like chiffons and chignons are also being used for weaves in across the country. This is how diverse it is, and it depends on multiple factors: availability of resources, the climate over there, the tradition which has been going on from generation to generation, and that causes diversity of our weaves in the country. So this was completely factual. You need to understand that which kind of weaving is done in which state. UPSC has asked a question in prelims, it can ask again, and nothing more than that in this particular segment was there. Just you have to memorize it. I will be meeting you in the next segment now, and I will be discussing about, I would say, khadi as well as the sustainability of this thing, weaves. Till then, you guys enjoy yourself, watch the video and read the complete text of Yojana. See you in the second part.